remember very clearly, it was Christmas Eve of my senior year. I received my acceptance letter, and the acceptance letter came with an invitation into the liberal arts honors program. And my mom and I both just burst into tears, and I knew that PC was the place that I was meant to be.
I knew that the biology and chemistry departments were both strong. And on top of that, and having a liberal arts education, I knew that I wouldn't solely be a science student. I would be someone who was well-rounded, and that was important to me.
I think back to freshman year into my orientation, am I gonna fit in? But I remember going to 10:30 Mass for the first weekend, and then waiting after everyone left and talking to the chaplain, Father Cuddy. And I remember expressing my concerns to him, and him just saying, look, give it a month. And he was so right.
One of the things that we want our students to experience from the very first day they arrive on campus before their freshman orientation is that there's something here beyond just career training. We want them to start asking these questions. What's going to bring fulfillment in my life? How can I have an impact on the lives around me? To ask questions like that is right at the heart of what it means to be a student at Providence College.
At the end of my junior year, I applied for the position of president of Habitat for Humanity and was granted that opportunity. At first, I was drawn to service because I knew as a Catholic that's what I'm called to do, but now it's almost something that I have to do, or that's what makes me happy.
As chaplain of the college, I'm awed. I'm grateful beyond description when I see in their eyes that they've discovered something, either about themselves, the world around them. When I see the light come on, when I see them beginning to understand what it means to live a life of purpose and a life of meaning, here's how I'm going to make a difference in the world.
Throughout my junior year, I worked very, very hard on an application for a Father Smith Fellowship to work with Dominican friars in Geneva, Switzerland. My main responsibility was to attend the Human Rights Council, and I really admired the way that the church was able to interact with the United Nations and how finding one little piece of common ground can be the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Many students, when they come to Providence College, they're looking for a place where they can achieve self-realization. And the core and the kinds of courses and experiences associated with them are designed to help students work through those questions for themselves.
I've known I wanted to go to law school since I was in high school. Last semester, the spring semester of my junior year, I had an incredible opportunity to do an internship in the Rhode Island Public Defender's Office. And that internship really opened my eyes a lot to how many people need help and how much possibility there is for me to make a difference.
Coming into Providence College, I knew that I wanted to pursue a career in medicine. Providence College has afforded me the unique opportunity to be accepted into a program that has gained me early admission to medical school. The professors who really contributed to my path to getting accepted to Brown Medical School have been integral in my growth as a student and a person. The nights before the general biology exams, Father Nick circulates around the library and circulates around the Slavin Center. And I was studying with a few friends in the alumni food court, and Father Nick came over and sat with us from 11 o'clock at night until midnight, doing practice problems. It's that sort of care for a student's education that really allows success here.
And I think my students, in contrast to the students that I taught while I was at MIT, have had the opportunity to explore many of the big questions of life and then to integrate that into their science. You're able to see that these experiments fit into a larger picture that hopefully will contribute to human health, human self-understanding, and a better society.
The professors are really adamant about you taking ownership of your own research, doing your own projects, and then reaping the rewards of those projects. And having a primary authorship as an undergraduate is a huge advantage.
I tell my students that at a school like this, they don't learn science, they learn how to be a scientist. And I think that's really the difference, right? Do you want to come out a really, really talented technician, or do you want to come out a well-rounded individual?
The biggest asset of an institution of higher learning is its faculty and its students. We want the best and the brightest from all backgrounds to come, to engage, and when we have people from across the country, from different regions, from different racial backgrounds, class backgrounds, and the same with faculty and staff, we expose each other to a broader range of experiences, broader range of questions that will help us understand the subject matter more thoughtfully.
With the Rowan Center of Humanities opening next year, it really does serve as a testament to the college's commitment to the liberal arts. One of the big aspects of getting a liberal arts and specifically a Catholic education has to do with human dignity and viewing each person as their own individual. It's definitely made me more prepared, or prepared in a different way for medical school than if I didn't receive that liberal arts education.
I've seen tremendous things happen through the generosity of our donors. Students' lives get changed. They're forever different. The way they look at the world, the way they look at the church, the way they look at themselves.
I feel so strongly about the cause that I've actually already given my first donation. I'm looking forward to knowing that I'm going to be a part of changes that are happening to the college in the future.
I'm beginning my 4th year at Providence College, which means that the students with whom I entered are now seniors. To see the transformation that they've undergone during their 3+ years here is really a very moving and profoundly significant thing for me. To see the ways in which, through their own efforts, through their own struggling, through their own questioning, by God's grace, to see the men and the women they've become poised to go off and make a difference, not somewhere down the line, but immediately.
I'm now more than ready to go out into the world and live a life of meaning and purpose, having had such a strong foundation for me planted here at PC.